Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I am going to do a full face of first impressions. So I have been buying quite a bit of makeup lately and I want to give it a go. I've got a couple of new things. I don't think I've got an entire full face, but whatever I do have I will definitely test it out and I want to see how it works on my own skin. So if you want to carry on watching this video, keep on watching. So I'm going to start off today with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow. I have the shade medium. This is what the lady matched me with. I'm not sure what it's going to be like because I've never tried it, so let's give it a go. So I was a bit confused as to what you can use this for, like is it foundation? So I simply just asked the person. By the way, I've got a full new setup, so I'm really like, I'm starting to get into this, like I'm starting to get more like a professional. Well, not really, but you know. Yeah, but I was really confused about what this was, so I thought, do you know what, the best thing to do is just ask. So I asked the lady and she was like, well, it's kind of like a foundation, but it's like a primer and you can use it underneath or you can use it on top, so it's like a multi-use purpose quite thing. So I was like, okay. I've had a lot of reviews about it, people say it's really nice, it's got a nice glow, I'm all about that glow, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. So you can use it as a foundation. I don't think I'm gonna put it on my skin and just see how it works. I've like moisturized, serumed, like I've not primed as such, so I'm gonna, either way my skin's protected, so I'm gonna give it a go. I don't know what this is going to look like. I am breaking out a little bit, so don't mind that. It's a tiny bit light. I maybe could have done with another shade, but I can see how if it's a glowy product, you do want it to be that little bit lighter. I'm not expecting it to have any coverage or anything like that. I'm going to start off with this much and see how we get along. I'm going to use I've been really enjoying using this brush lately, so I've had this brush for quite a bit. This is the Tarte like Kabuki brush. It's quite dense and you can like really twirl it. It comes with the foundation powder, but I used that all up ages ago. But I really like just like it really blends things into your skin. I know that I love this brush and it's quite trustworthy, so I know that I can trust it. If I'm looking down here, it's because my mirror's down there. Oh, by the way, and I've always done my eyebrows and primed my eyelids and just put a bit of lip balm on off camera just because I don't have any brow products. I am actually wanting to try some new brow products, so if anyone has any recommendations, I'll be very thankful. By the way, if this mirror is from Primark and it's £3.50 and you can like prop it up or you can hold it up, and I'm just buzzing about the fact that it was so cheap and I'm like, yes. So yeah, all in. As far as coverage goes, it doesn't have very much, but I wasn't expecting it anyway. I really like the way it's made my skin look. It looks super glowy. It's synced into my skin really well. It kind of just looks like my skin, but a little bit shinier and a little bit better. I do like it. I do like it. I think it'd be nice if you mixed it in with your foundation, or if you just wore it underneath, or maybe a little bit on top on your cheekbones. Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, I love it. It's like glowy, it's not shiny, and that's what I really like. It's not oily. Yeah, I really like that. Okay. It's £30, so it's a little bit pricey, but it is a luxury product, so I'm like, it's not bad. Like, I can see why people like it. So next, I have a little bit of a backstory behind these. So these are the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. I have the shade G50. So as far as these goes, I saw Harush, like Kylie Jenner's makeup artist, use these ages ago, like ages and ages ago. And I saw them, I was like, oh my god, I need to try them, I want them. And I like the idea of the little droplet. And I was like, but I went into Sephora and I don't know, I just didn't pick them up. I don't know why I didn't. I think it was because they have so many shades, which is great for people with different undertones and stuff, but I just kind of got a little bit intimidated by the shades. And I was like, I don't know which one to go for, I don't know how many there are, and it was really busy, so I got a little bit intimidated and I was like, I'm just gonna leave it. But I did. Years later, I actually found these in TK Maxx for £5 the other day, and I was like, bargain. So I obviously had to pick it up, and I was like, oh my god. So it's really weird how years later I just found it and it's just perfectly there. And I've had a little swatch of it on my hand and it does seem like a really good shade. So the way that these work is that you can custom your own coverage. So you can use 1 drop for light coverage, 2 for medium, 4 for full, and as many more as you want. It is 15ml, so you would think that it doesn't go very far. As far as I know, I quite like a medium kind of coverage because I obviously want to cover up my imperfections like spots and stuff. I thought these would be a good idea because it means I could do what I want. I've refrained from putting them on my face just for filming this video, so I don't know how many drops to go with so far. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try 2 because I feel like 2 would be a good start for me, because I want like a little bit of a medium kind of coverage, and then we'll go from there if I need more. Like, we can just add a couple more drops. Just gonna spread it around my face. See, I really like the match, the fact that it's yellow. I like yellow. See, that covers really nicely, especially with this brush. It spreads really nicely. It's a little bit matte, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, so I've just blended it in. I really like the coverage of it. I like the 2 drops. Like, I think 2 drops is quite alright for me. I know that I'm not fully covered. Like, for example, here I've got some spots and stuff, but I can cover that with concealer anyway, so I'm not too fussed about it. I actually quite like that. It is matte, but with the filter underneath, they've got quite well together, and I do like the way that my skin looks. Like, it doesn't look cakey. Doesn't look heavy, like, it looks quite nice. So I actually very much like that. Yeah, they are like, well, the hype. I love the fact that you can custom your own coverage. Oh. So the next thing I have is I do have a new concealer. So this is a full coverage concealer. See, I would rather use a kind of medium foundation than a full coverage concealer. So this is the EX1 Delete Concealer Full Coverage. It comes in a bottle that's about that big. This is the shade 3.5. As far as comparison of size goes, this is quite tiny. Like, compared to my hand, this is quite small. Like, if anyone knows the Flawless filter, it's a decent, it's a 30ml bottle, so like any other, and this is how big the concealer is. So it is pretty diddy. And it was about £11, so it's not like, it's not bad. But on the back, it says it's highly pigmented, covers blemishes and imperfections. That's a little bit of, okay, so that's a decent size statement. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to start off with a little dot, because I don't know how much to use and I don't know how far it's going to go. And so I've got about this much on the back of my hand. It wasn't even a pump, it was like half a pump. And I'm going to go in with my Laura Geller brush. It's like a domed top brush. And I'm just going to go in with the concealer. And then just put it underneath my eyes. That's quite a nice colour. It's very thick. It's not very liquidy, it's quite thick. But most of these like pop concealers or like usually are. I'm just going to move these aside. So I don't think I used enough, so I'm just going to go a bit more because I've already used up that bit that's on the back of my hand. So I'd say 1 pump is probably enough. If you're thinking about getting this concealer. It's quite affordable, you can get it in Boots. The foundation, the reason why I wanted to try the concealer is because the foundation I absolutely love. And I have done for a while. It's a really good like concealer and it's great for pictures. And I think it is actually made like for pictures. Okay, I don't know if I've just done a bit too much there, but it's okay. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my forehead. It's across my nose, on my chin. So I'm just going to blend it out using the Real Techniques setting brush. I do love this brush. I have a feeling that this might crease because of how thick the concealer is. Usually thick concealers tend to crease. I really like the colour. Coverage is really nice. It is very full coverage, like it states. Okay, so I've just blended the concealer in. The concealer is full coverage. It covered really nicely. I really like the way it looks. I think with the makeup look, this is going really well so far. So I think because I only used 2 of the cover drops and the Charlotte Tilbury is a little bit sheer, I think a full coverage concealer went really well. So I think as far as my makeup looks right now, I actually really like it. I'm going to set it with some powder. I don't have a new powder, but I'm going to use the All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder by Urban Decay. So just a little side note, as far as YouTube goes, I'm not the, so I'm like, obviously I'm starting out and stuff like that, and I never really knew, like, I don't think you can ever do the right or wrong thing on YouTube. Like, you never know what to do and what's good, and like, I don't think, I try and steer away from looking at other people because I kind of want this to be like my raw, almost like how I am, and I wanted everything to be like my first time, like this is my first time being on camera, my first time learning about this thing, and I was really excited more to learn about it. And as far as me being on YouTube, I kind of wanted to do it to be a more of a like confidence thing for myself. So yeah, it's just a little thought I wanted to share with you. So if I'm not being 100% perfect, it's probably because I just don't know how. And it's okay. So for contour and bronzing and stuff, so I have the Naked Skin Shapeshifter. I actually bought this because it was on sale and I couldn't help myself. But I know that it's still available. I got the shade medium dark because I thought medium light to medium was too light. I always struggle with this, so like even, so like this one's medium dark and it's slightly a bit too dark for me, but like light medium would be too light. But like the Charlotte Tilbury like Bronze and Glow, if anyone ever knows, like if you've seen that, it's like the light one is too light and the dark one's too dark, so they don't have like a middle shade, and I always kind of struggle with that. So I'm gonna go in with the shade right here, and I like literally just dab a little bit of that one in because I'm just going to use it for bronzing. And it comes with a banana powder and highlighter, and it also, if you flip this over, you've got like cream versions to the highlight versions. So I'm just gonna, it's very pigmented. Whoa, went in too hard. Just gonna blend it with. Yeah, I'll link everything down below that I've used, and if it's still available. I don't have a new blush, sad times, but I'm just going to use the NARS Orgasm because it's my favourite blush, and it's a really good blush and everyone should buy it. It's so popular for a reason. I do want to try more of NARS blushes, but they're not cruelty free anymore, so I can't. I do like quite a bit of blush. I never used to like blush before, but now I'm like, yes, give me blush. I actually think it looks really good. Before I was all about bronzer. So I actually have 2 new highlighters that I want to use. So the first one is the Stila, this is Kitten, which I know that is basically what they're popular for, and this is a Heaven Hues highlighter. So it looks like this. It's a really nice shade, and it's not like a regular highlighter, like it's like a cream to powder, and if you like push it, it like keeps the indent on your finger. Try it out. I'm not too sure if I'm using the right brush, but this is the brush I always use. This is my favourite highlighter brush. It's the Anastasia one. That's really nice. Got time but my nose. Whoa. Oh my god, that's amazing. See, I've been wanting to try out Kitten for ages, like the actual, because I know that that's what like Stila first became popular for, and it's exactly how I thought it was going to be. Yay. So I'm going to go over it because I always tend to wear 2 highlighters. I'm going to go over it with another one. So this one is the Violet Voss highlighting powders. Violet Voss Pro. I have never used anything from Violet Voss, and then I was running through Boots and I saw like this kit, and it had the Nicole Concealio eyeshadow palette and this and a lip gloss, and I saw it and it was on sale for £30, so I was like, I've just got to get it. So I just ran to the tin and I bought it, so I was like, yes. So that's also, I'm going to use that I am going to use that eyeshadow palette later as well, but we'll do skin first. So this is the shades that it comes with. It's got 3 shades. So one's like that's a little bit of more like a goldy, like white undertone, and then it's got a little bit of a purpley, pinky one and bronzier one, which is kind of the standard like highlighting kit one that you get. I'm gonna mix this one and this one together because I want to be a little bit more golden rather than pink. I usually just do it depending on like what I wear and stuff like that. So it just makes it extra blinding. Wow, that's really nice. See, I quite like using 2 highlighters, one a little bit of a creamier one and one a little bit more of a pop. Just on the tops of my cheeks. Absolutely love that. That's really nice. So we've done our skin, so the next thing I'm going to do is my eyes and my lips. So I am drawn to this green because I'm wearing green, so I feel like it would look really nice together. So let's have a go. So I've already primed my eyelids, I know I've said that. So I'm going to use a NYX professional makeup brush in the shade, this is 16, I'm 16. And I'm going to use the shade Bra, this one. I like to go with a super nude shade just to kind of like make the balance work my way through. That's how I like to do it. I also am like not very good at using loads of brushes. I used to, but now I'm like, no, I'm gonna make do with a few. It makes it so much easier to travel with. So I can't really tell as to what these are like yet, but let's try another colour. So I'm gonna go in with the shade, Hangry, which is this one right here. It's like a muted brown. All the rest have got quite a like orangey kind of pigment to it. Because I want to use the green, I'm gonna go a little bit more with a brown. That's quite nice. Nice and pigmented. Ooh, okay, I quite like that. Use a Makeup Revolution brush. I don't know what number this is, doesn't say, but let's say that. And I'm going to go in with the shade Chocolat, that one. It's just a dark brown shade. I'm going to take it on this brush, tap it off, and just concentrate on the edge. Just dab it. Dab, 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 dab. Gonna take it a little bit into my socket. And the other side. Oh, well, it might look crazy at first. And then I'm gonna go back in with that brush and the shade Hangry again. And I'm just gonna blend out the edges. Simple as that. I usually do one eye then one eye, don't I? And now I've done it kind of the opposite way where I've done both eyes. With that green shade, this is called Palm Tree and it's super nice. I'm gonna use it with a dry brush first and see how I like it. And then I'll go in with a wet brush. So I'm gonna just use a regular like flat brush. Wow. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. Oh my god, that is so nice. That is a dry brush. I've never used anything from Violet Voss before, so when I knew that they were available in Boots, I was like, yes. Because I've been looking at their palettes for ages. Wow. Oh my god, how reflective. I die. I literally died. Oh, that is so nice. So I'm going to go back in with the Makeup Revolution brush and that dark chocolate brown, and I'm just going to blend it in a little bit, just to the edge. I'm going to go back in with the shade Hangry and just Blend out the edges. That's beautiful. So I'm going to go in with, I want to try a different colour for my bottom. Maybe boot whoop, this one at the bottom. It's like a nice like baby pukey browny yellowy colour. Let's have a go and see what it looks like a bit. Oh, the fallout. Okay, I've just fallen out. Oh god, okay, it's a good job we powdered. I'm just gonna lick it off. Okay, so it does have fallout, some of the matte shades have fallout. Got a little bit of a camera issue. We are back, we're back. Back in roll, so luckily I didn't lose any footage, which I'm really happy about. By the way, I give it to any YouTuber that has these amazing videos because I find it so freaking hard to film and edit and all of these things. Like, it's much harder than they make it out to be, so I give them their due. And the in between cutting out of the camera, I totally get it. So I am going to use, I have a sample version of the Troublemaker mascara. I've not heard the best reviews about this, but I'm going to give it a go because it is only a sample size. So I quite like sample size mascaras are so much better than the regular mascaras anyway, so get yourself a sample. Let's give this a go. I do have like residue of mascara on that I really struggle to get off, so it won't be the best first impression. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. Made my eyelashes nice and curly. I usually wear false lashes anyway, so I'm not too fussed about mascaras. It's alright. It didn't do the best job, but what I like to do anyway with mascaras is I like to use more than one and then just like mix them both together, and then I get 2-in-1 kind of effect. So if one's lengthening and one's voluming, I use lengthening voluming and I get amazing lashes. So for lipstick and liner, I am going to use 2 Charlotte Tilbury products. I have Iconic Nude, Reshape and Reshine size lip liners. I have Pillow Talk already and I love it, so I'm going to use Iconic Nude, and I have the Charlotte Tilbury liquid lipstick in Charlotte Darling. So I'm going to use a lip liner first. It's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. It's exactly what it says it is. It's quite nude. I like it. I still prefer other lip liners over this, like the NYX ones. The NYX ones are amazing and they're like half the price. So, but I do really like it. As far as the shade goes, I could have done with a shade darker, to be honest, because I like darker lip liners. So I'm going to use the shade Charlotte Darling. See that in my brush. This is the Hollywood Lips. It is, the applicator is really strange. Like, I think it's meant to like curve over the lip. It does look quite nude, so let's... Okay, it's very thick. Very pigmented. That's a lot of colour. So, I just put that on. It's a lot more pinkier than I thought it was going to be. But it's still quite nice. It's like a peachy kind of nude, which I actually do quite like, so I'm quite happy with it. As far as the consistency goes, it's not drying as of yet, but it's very pigmented. It's really nice. The actual applicator of it is amazing. Like it does, you don't even need to use a lip liner afterwards. Even though I am right now. Force of habit. Because it's so easy to use, so I actually do really like that. Wow, that's really nice. It's more of like cream, like kind of lipstick than I would say it was like a liquid lipstick. Like, it doesn't dry. But it's a lot more comfortable on the lips, which I quite like a lot better than liquid lipsticks, because liquid lipsticks can be really drying. Next I am going to use, I have a gloss, so this is a nude gloss, hopefully it goes together. This is the shade Seduction. Okay, the packaging, by the way, Charlotte Tilbury's packaging is so freaking cute. Like this much rose gold and I'm dead. I'm just dead. So let's try the shade Seductive. With glosses, I tend to scrape off the edge bit because I don't like that goopy bit. It seems to be the exact same shade as the Hollywood lip. I think they are meant to go together, maybe. Wow, that's nice. It's not sticky at all. I did only use a little bit though, but it's not sticky whatsoever. It's really nice. Okay, okay. This makeup I am so freaking happy with. This first impressions has been the best. Like, usually I find it so disappointing when I spend a lot of money on makeup and it doesn't work out. So as far as this goes, well happy. Buzzing. So I'm be excited to use these products again. I'll be excited to give a wear test on the foundation, which I might do in a future video if you would want that. So yeah, if you do, let me know. Oh my god, thank you for watching this video and thank you for going through these first impressions with me. I love filming and I'm getting well into it, and I'm really I'm actually very excited about what's going to happen further on down the line. So yeah, and I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in my next one.